Hi, I'm Linda Hill-MacDonald, head coach of the women's basketball team here at the University at Buffalo. Well, I thought in that 6-game stretch we played very, very well. I wasn't very pleased with the performance against Northern Illinois. I thought we let that game slip away by not paying attention to details and not really executing the little things that make success possible. And those are things we had been doing on a consistent basis prior to that game. We had our opportunities, and at the end of the game when we really needed to box out and get a defensive rebound, Northern was able to get to the offensive glass over and over and over again, and it broke our back. Both of those events are so important, and to actually be able to celebrate those events on the same day, I think is really critical. The timing was just right this year to be able to do that, and I think bringing those two events together, where you're talking about primarily a women's health issue with breast cancer, to have little girls exposed and educated somewhat while they're young enough to understand the value of being able to self-diagnose and do self-breast checks, and the value of the research that's done and the importance of raising funds to support research. Last year we raised over $2,000. This year our goal was to raise $3,000, and we were able to raise over $3,000 through all of the efforts. And the players really got into the value of going out and soliciting donors and sponsors for our free throw shootout. So this year it went especially well, and we're very grateful to all those who participated in supporting this worthy cause. Well, we're glad it's a home stretch and not an away stretch as it was in the beginning of our MAC season. We can focus on being able to play and showcase our talent here at home. We can focus on just 2 away games, and it's really a good feeling to know that the majority of our remaining conference games are going to be here in our own arena. Well, you have to go back and look at your previous game with that team, but you also have to be very, very cautious that they may be running very different things this year. So studying the game film, the recent game film, to see how they've tweaked their offenses. Maybe they've put a new offensive set or 2 in. Very often at this time of year, other players or new players are stepping up and doing things that they weren't doing previously. So first of all, it's becoming familiar with what that team is doing now, because before it doesn't matter anymore. It could be a completely different team at this point in the season.